The next is change over time charts or visualization, which are effectively used to represent something changing and something changing over time and which is continuous nature. For example, if you have a time period of January to December and you have chalked out the count of sale for every month, then it is fair to understand and convert that bar chart into a line chart. If things are moving on the chart, the lines are formed automatically based on the points which are available in the chart. So if these two charts are there, then and again, if you have a continuous data, for example, if you have a data of a day which you want to aggregate for a month or an year, in that case, you can some aggregations which are from arriving from a continuous data at a lower level, then it is fair to make use of these changes over time charts. Which are these? Let's have a look at them. Then there is a card which states the flow of time. Again, there is a ribbon chart which is a continuous nature and it can show you of that content. Then there are candlestick charts, which is a typical stock market charts would ideally have. If you have a script of stock which is running continuously, changing every minute or every day, and you want to make use of that content basis the differences it made for every day, a candlestick chart works best. Then there is a power KPI chart wherein you can have a two continuous measures running parallelly with each other. And for example, the cost reduces, the volume of sales increase kind of a stuff. So if you are tracking two simultaneous measures which are continuous nature, then in this case it makes sense to make use of these charts which are changing trend of the measures over a period of time. If you are dealing with for example an exchange rate, then a KPI ticker would help you to display the change of the rate compared to a previous day and indicate with a green or a red symbol. That's this chart, KPI ticker chart. Then you have a power KPI matrix wherein you can make use of multiple KPIs and put them in place. Then there is a line dot chart wherein you have these bulbs which are available over the lines, which identifies the dip or the increase at a particular point in time, which is at a periodic pace. Then you have a Gantt chart, which is a typical project management chart, which you can make use of tracking different tasks and its length, its duration, etc. Then there is a KPI grid having details of multiple KPIs. Then there is a calendar chart which can show you different content. And then there is different kinds of multiple KPIs, small multiple line charts. So if you are working with multiple KPIs to be tracked, for example, volume, raw material, sales, profit, all of that can be tracked at one go. Advanced card, it's like a one KPI card with few more features. Then forecasting chart when you can make use of R, and then these forecasting models can give you roundabout growth or a fall of those pattern based on earlier history. So R is a visualization language which helps you customize this chart, create a few and make use of them based on your organizational rules. Little bit of an advanced chart, I would say. Then there is dumbbell chart which shows like a exercise dumbbell wherein it's again and needs R as a language, and then it would be able to process your content. A KPI chart, again a simple KPI chart default made available in Power BI application. KPI indicator is similar to this, but the visualization is different, which includes a line as well as a percentage change. A dual KPI is it's like a modified version of a KPI chart which tracks only one, whereas dual KPI tracks more than one, which is precisely two charts. That's why the name. Then there's a pulsar chart which shows growth and the fall over a time period, and the fall is put into the negative and the growth is put into the positive. Every day starts at the center of the line, and that's how it is. Chart accent, trading charts, again the candlestick charts are best, which shows different states in which that stock was over different time of that day. Gantt chart, again everybody knows a modified version of this Gantt chart available. Both of them are available in the app source. Then there is a timeline chart, clustered column chart, line and a clustered, a very interesting format wherein you are tracking more than two things in one chart and of a different kind. Then this is the way it should be. So this can ideally be the sales or sales pattern or a revenue pattern line chart. Against, in the background it shows individual sales, so an aggregated value with some default broken down values can be shown. So a line and a custom column chart, a very handy, useful and very intuitive explanatory chart made use extensively by all the designers. Keep in mind of this. Line and a stack chart, waterfall chart. Stacked area chart is similar to a line chart, but the area below every line is stacked. Also, it is one over the above chart, a small variation of a stack chart. This is a stack area chart which in that covers an area, and therefore it needs a constant time factor moving horizontally right. Area chart is similar to the stack chart, just that they overlap each other, whereas the stack area chart do not overlap over each other. KPI chart, you know that KPI column by MAQ in the bottom row, drill down chart, table, heat map. This is like a heat map of various products based on sales, etc., which you can think of applicable to your industry in some way for sure. Then there is a heat streams, then there is a horizon chart, clustered column chart, and chart accent bars, wherein you can have this accentuated bars which gives additional info at the top.